Hi darlings, my name is Daniella and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing an All-American Homecoming Season 1 review. If you've been watching my channel, you know I love the All-American universe, so I'm really excited to be talking about it. It came onto Netflix I think about a week ago, and so I'm just going to get into everything. Like all of my TV reviews, it will be characters, plot, and what I'm expecting for the next season, so let's get right into it. I do want to start off with giving a trigger warning for Jewel, because I will be discussing that later on. If you've watched the season, you understand why. If you have not watched the season, I would not watch this video yet and I would go and watch the season and then come back. But yes, I will leave a timestamp for when it is so you can skip it if you would like to as well. Okay, let's get into the characters. I'm gonna start off with the adults. So it's Zeke, the president of Brixton. I love him as a dad to Keisha. I hate him as president to Brixton. This man was about to sell out the whole school. Like, I get y'all are running out of money, but I feel like there's a better way to do that. There's a better way to fix those issues. Why were we about to turn HBCU into a PWI? Was not a fan of that. Next up is Amara. Love her down. I love her down. I love that she is the auntie. She's there for everybody. I'm so excited that she's going to be president next semester because she so deserves it. She loves that school so much, and it's so evident in the way that she teaches, in the way that she's there for the students. Like, I'm so happy for her. Her little romance with Marcus, which I will discuss in a little bit, but like, I like it, but then I don't like it. I feel like I want to see her with someone new. I think she deserves that. Her old student though, no. That's weird. That's weird. Next up, I'm gonna talk about Marcus. Marcus, I think, had the like biggest storyline out of the adults aside from Amara. I feel so bad for Marcus. I think the pressure, it was really on him, especially because he was the whistleblower, you know, for the cheating baseball scandal. I just wish he was more willing to talk about his emotions, because like, the fact that he has a mood disorder and he stopped taking his medication then rippled into literally everything else, and it affected the whole entire team, the program, the school, and it was just a lot to take in. And I was like, please stop, like just say something, vocalize it. I'm hoping next season he can, you know, get better, get his job back, because JR's dad is now the interim coach, and I feel like that might become a permanent position, which I'm not a big fan of. I do love how much he's there for his players though. He was really a great coach, like really always there for them, always understanding, you know, just giving them their best. Now we're gonna get into like the students and main cast. So I'm gonna talk about Cam. Love the addition. I was not expecting that crossover from All-American, but I love that he was there. I think it's really cool that he decided to go to Brixton. The brain aneurysm is so sad to me. But I kind of want him to join the baseball team. I don't know why, but I'm hoping for him to join the baseball team because he was great at the alumni game, and I think it'd be a fun addition. It let him play sports more and all that stuff. I mean, he is on the, I think it's ATL. The singing group is ATL. I'm so sorry, but the singing scenes are cringy. They just like break out in song randomly. Like, his conversations with Gabrielle are weird. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please stop doing that. But anyway, with Cam and Keisha though, love them. Love them down. I think it's, yes, from friends to benefits to a real relationship. I love it. I love it. I think they're really good together, and I want them to stay together for a while. So next character actually is also Keisha. I love Keisha. She's a great friend. What she did for Nate, loved it. Like, yes, probably she should have been more upfront with Nate about it, but she was coming from a good place, from a good heart, and I love that about her. I like that she wants to be a dancer. I think it's also really cool that she knows so much about medicine though, because she was pre-med. Like, the moment she was like, okay, bam, 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 when Kim got hurt, like, I love that so much, and I think it's really cool. Her as an RA, also love it. Her and Cam, love it. I think her relationship with her dad is really, it's a sweet one. I really like Keisha. I like her friendship with Symone and Nate as well, like that little trio. I love it. Okay, next up is my girl Thea. And you know what, guys? At first, I was not feeling Thea. Thea was being a mean girl. And that was her job. Like, that was her role. And she still did at the end of the season, which we'll discuss later. But I love Thea down. As the season went on, I was growing. She was growing on me, and I was learning to love her. Okay, this is where I'm gonna give another trigger warning. If you do not want to hear this, please, you can skip. I will leave the timestamp down below. But yeah, the storyline for Thea with Kevin was something that I was not expecting. I think the only issue I would have with the way they handled it was that there was no trigger warning at the beginning of the episode. I think a trigger warning would have been really helpful for the episode because it was kind of out of the blue. I'm thankful that Damon was there to help her and save her. I appreciate that they showed the aftermath of it and like the PTSD that she was going through. Also seeing that JR's ex, and I cannot remember her name for the life of me, she's really pretty by the way, being able to tell her truth and speak her story, and them being able to, you know, go to the leadership at their school and speak was, I think, really beautiful. Thea and Damon, I've seen it before he saved her, and I really appreciate it now. I think it's really cute. I think, oh, I just really like the way that they are together. I just really like Thea and Damon. I was wanting it as the season went on, and then it happened, and I'm really happy, but I know it's not going to last, and that is gonna hurt me. Her fighting with Symone makes me, it just hurts my heart, but I love seeing her grow this season, opening up and getting to know more people. I love that for her because I love Thea. So yeah. Next we're going to talk about Nate, and I believe Nate's pronouns were she, her. So that is what I'm going to use. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment. It is not my intention to misgender Nate. I love Nate so much. I think Nate is actually my favorite character because Nate is the type of friend that you want to have. Like, Nate is there for literally everybody. If you ever need anything, you can literally call Nate and you know that she'll be there for you. That is the type of friend that you want to have. I also love that Nate does hair because there has to be someone, especially on HBCU, to have that person and to have that person in your friend group. Oh, that's very nice. That is very nice. I really want to learn more about Nate's background, how Nate ended up at Brixton, and what his family life was like. We didn't really get to see that, but I would love to get to know more. Now we are down to the main three characters in my opinion, and that is JR, Damon, and Symone. So I'm gonna talk about JR first. First of all, JR, so cute. JR is a really good friend. JR was always there for Damon, trying his best to, you know, support him. And then his parents are getting divorced, which is so hard. I love JR. I think he's a great character. I would love to see him more as his own person outside of the Damon and his parents situation. But JR is a great friend and now a great brother, like not even just half brother but full brother to Damon from what we learned in the finale. And he's a great baseball player, and I wish that he got to be seen more in that light as a baseball player because I think that's what he truly does love. I like JR a lot. I think JR just, I think he deserves more. Damon took a lot of his anger with the situation out on JR. Now if I'm talking about Damon, I love Damon. I love Damon. I just love the whole cast, if you can't tell. I think him as a friend to Symone and JR is a really great friend. He's really great. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. And I think even with the Thea situation, I think the way he treats Thea and their relationship, he's very aware of people's emotions around him. It's just something that's really sweet to me. And so I really like Damon. I like that he respected Symone's boundaries with Jordan as much as he could. You know, the feelings were there, but he tried his best. Okay, let's get into Symone. Symone, my girl Symone, love her down. I am so happy that Symone is the main character. It's a win for dark skinned girls. It's a win for black girls. I love Symone. I think Symone has gone through a lot this season with her tennis career, which I'm happy it's continuing and she's still at Brixton. With her relationships, I'm happy that her and Jordan broke up. It was necessary. It was so necessary. And so I'm really happy. Happy that she's at Brixton. Happy that she has her community. I think the scene with Symone and Nate when Symone is kind of letting go of her relationship with Jordan is really sweet because that relationship was a serious one. And I feel like we didn't really see Jordan more in that relationship, but to see Symone more in it, especially since she's the one that like initiated the breakup, I really appreciated it. That is how I'm feeling about the cast. I love them. If you can't already tell, let's talk about the plot. Obviously, I think one of the biggest plots of this season was the adoption storyline between Damon and JR that got into Symone and got into literally everybody. I was not expecting for them to actually be brothers, let alone full brothers, because that reveal was shocking. Like, JR's dad literally just like said, I don't want this child, and it was literally his child. That is crazy. I'm happy for Damon that he knows the information now. It's all out in the open and he doesn't have to be searching for it anymore. But I hate the way that it affected his friendship with JR, his like baseball season, his friendship with Symone. It's not completely over because JR's dad is still the coach and also he's still Damon's biological father. Next up is the whole tennis thing. I did not think it was going to be so hard for Symone to play tennis at the school. I thought she was here on a tennis scholarship, but the tennis was cool. I love the tennis scenes. I love the parallels between tennis scenes and baseball scenes this season. That was really fun. One thing I really want to talk about in this was the whole HBCU experience that we got to see. For me watching it, it made me want to go to HBCU for the social aspects of it. Being surrounded by Black people sounds absolutely amazing for a college experience, and just the camaraderie and, you know, like homecoming and games and the history of HBCUs, it makes you really, really appreciate it. But then it also showed me the issues of HBCUs and the lack of funding. The way that they showcased that, I just really like appreciated it, because it showed there's so much beauty and joy. The HBCU experience is like nothing else. You're not going to get that anywhere else. There's also the issues. HBCUs really do not get the funding that they deserve, and they're not as appreciated as they should be. Let's talk about what I want for season 2, because we were picked up for season 2. Super excited, super excited. So first of all, I want Thea and Damon. If we're being realistic, Damon and Symone are going to get together. That's like inevitable. But what I want is I want Thea and Damon to be together for as long as they can, as long as, you know, the writers want. And I want Damon and Symone to be slow burn. I don't want Damon and Symone to happen until maybe season 3. Like, don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. Because the same way that Layla and Jordan were a slow burn on All American while Jordan and Symone were dating, I want that same type of like wait. Because Thea and Damon are good for each other. They're really good for each other, and I love their relationship. And I think them ending because of Symone it'll cause some issues. Also, I want a dark-skinned girl added to the group. That's what I'm gonna say. Thea and Symone throwdown, I want them to like play tennis against each other, and that'll decide something. But I also want them to still be friends at the end, because I really like that friendship. I want Amara happy. Like, please, I'm tired of Amara fighting. Just give Amara peace. Let her enjoy being president for a little bit before we have issues. I'm begging. I also want more people from All American visiting. Like, we had Jordan. Obviously, Jordan's likely not going to be coming back anymore since Symone and Jordan are broken up. But like, I would love to see, like, I don't know, Olivia or even maybe Layla. I don't know who I want to come. I want some people to come and visit. I want crossover. I really do want crossover, and I would love crossover in like All American. I don't know how that would happen, but I want it to happen. And lastly, like I said, I want Damon and Symone as a slow burn, and I want a longer season. 13 episodes was way too short. I need a 22 episode season, the regular cable television. That is all that I have for today. This video was filmed so quickly because I literally have to go to work like right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more content. I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have a great day, night, evening. Bye.